Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today we're gonna be looking at these questions. So I hope you like this, and please, if you like this content, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and please hit on that notification icon so that you are informed each time we make an upload. Now once again, I'm Mr. Pauline, and I'm here to take you through this question. Now let's start from number one. So what does number one say? Number one says, what is the correct sequence of a robot? Now looking at the correct sequence. So let me make sure that I underline my word correct. So in other cases, you can be asked the sequence of a robot, and another question can ask you the correct sequence of a robot. So it is very, very important for you to familiarize with such type of questions. But for these ones, for the correct sequence, I like to use the mnemonic GAR, GAR. As I've said, someone asked me a question in the comment section. So what is the difference between the correct and the sequence of a robot? So for the correct, I just like to use the mnemonic GAR. So whichever answer is GAR is the correct answer. Now let's look at our answers. This one is ARG. Now the way GAR is what it's positioned. Look, we can start from G, then we go from A, then R. That's GAR, right? What about here? This is GRA. That's not GAR. That's not GAR. What about this one? This is GRA. So our answer for number one is A, because we are starting with this G, then we come back to the A, then we go back to the R. Now hope you got that. Now number two, I may park my vehicle not closer to the corner than this is an easy one. This is something that you should know by head. By what? By 7.5. So another question may ask you that you are forbidden to park your vehicle not closer to the corner than. In such type of question, they are trying to trick you. If you are forbidden, it means that you should not park any distance that is less than 7.5 kilometers from the corner. So you really need to familiarize such type of question. So it can come, it says that you are forbidden. So in that case, if you are forbidden, then this 6.5 will be your answer. But right now we are looking at the recommended. The law says that you should park 7.5 meters from the corner. Okay, now number three, a continuous white line at the center of the road may, as you can see from this question, they left at here. The correct sentence for this one should say a continuous white line at the center of the road may. So each time you see a continuous white line at the center of the road, what does it tell you? It tells you that you are not supposed to overtake. Okay, so you're not supposed to overtake. In some instances, you might see a continuous white line with a broken line, either on your side or on the other side. So also you might also see two continuous white lines. So if there are two continuous white lines, it means that both you and the oncoming vehicles are prohibited from overtaking. But if there is a continuous white line and a broken white line, now it matters. Is it the broken white line on your side, or is on the oncoming traffic side? So if the broken white line is on your side, it means that you can cross. You are the one free to overtake. While it's the oncoming traffic, that is the oncoming as respect to you, that traffic is prohibited to be overtaking in that section of the road. So a continuous white line definitely means that it should not be crossed. Okay, so now let's look at our answers. Be crossed if may. A continuous white line at the center of the road may be crossed if the road ahead is clear. So this one is wrong, because it says it may be crossed. So let me just cancel it out there. So may not be crossed. So this one seems like a more realistic answer for the purpose of overtaking. Yes. C, be crossed only in highways. Probably not. So the correct answer here would be B. For number 4, direction arrow is used in conjunction with prohibition line on the road surface means. So if you see direction arrows on the road surface, you are to follow them. So if you are to follow them, that means are they informatory? Do they regulate to taxi drivers only, or they have a regulatory effect? So direction arrows used in conjunction with prohibition line on the center of the road, this one definitely you should follow whatever they are saying. So these ones have what? A regulatory effect. So our correct answer for number 4 is what? Is C. Now let's look at number 5. This sign indicates, so we're looking at this sign. Is it a make a 3.10 sign? Is it not make a U-turn? Is it turn right? So as you can see from this sign, this is a no U-turn. So our answer for number 5 is B. So let me just highlight that. So this is our answer for number B. For number 6, at a flashing amber robot, I would. So our key phrase here is a flashing amber robot. So you may come across a flashing amber robot when the robots are faulty. So when the robots are faulty or they are malfunctional, just to tell the motorist that the robots are faulty, the robot will be put on a flashing amber light. So in that case, you are to apply the normal and the standard Zimbabwean road rules. But in particular, the first road rule, which says that keep well left and give the right of way to the car that is coming from your right. So we are looking at the car that is coming from your right. That is the car you give the right of way to, and you have the right of way with respect to the car that is on your left. Now let's look at the answer. Give right of way to traffic from your left. So remember, it's traffic from our right, so this means this one will make this answer incorrect. Wait until the road ahead of you is clear. C. Give the right of way to traffic coming from your right. So this is remember, this is road rule number 1. Give the right of way to traffic from your right. So at a flashing amber robot, we apply normal road rules, in particular the first road rule, which says give the right of way to traffic from your right. Now number 7, when approaching a giveaway sign, so I'm looking at a giveaway sign here. What you need to understand is that a giveaway sign is very different from a stop sign. Okay, so at a giveaway sign, what do? Do you stop, or you necessarily don't have to stop? So it depends. At a giveaway sign, you may stop, but you may not necessarily have to stop. But at a stop sign, you are obliged to stop before proceeding. So this is a giveaway sign. Let's look at option A. I am obliged to stop before proceeding. So this makes this answer incorrect. This is for a stop sign, as you can see. Okay, so let's look at the option B. I am obliged to give way to traffic approaching the intersection from your right. Okay, I may proceed with caution without stopping if there is no another approaching vehicle. So this is the most correct answer here. I may proceed without stopping. So you don't necessarily have to stop at a giveaway sign. Okay, so if you see that the car that is coming from your right is far ahead, that you can enter the intersection without obstructing it or causing it to reduce its speed, then you can enter without stopping. So at a giveaway sign, you don't necessarily have to stop, but at a stop sign you have to stop even if there is no oncoming traffic. You have to stop before the stop sign. So I would really hope you get that. So at a stop sign, I may proceed with caution and without stopping if there is no another approaching traffic. So without stopping if there is no another approaching traffic. If there is definitely approaching traffic, then it means that you have to stop. So I hope you got that. Now let's look at number 8. A broken yellow line on the left hand of the road indicates. So we're looking at a broken yellow line here. So let me make sure that I highlight that. So this is our key phrase here. So each time you hear about a broken yellow line, it should tell you something. So what is the function of the broken yellow line? Well, it demarcates the edge of the road. So another question may say, you may straddle this line when you are doing what? So you may start with the yellow broken line when you want to turn, when you're overtaking traffic that is turning right, or you want to pull off the road. So let's look at our answer. I may straddle to overtake vehicles turning right, which is very correct, right? It may be straddled to overtake cyclists. No. Cyclists are not overtaken that way. It may not be straddled. No. So our correct answer here is what? Is A, for number 8. Now number 9. If involved in a serious accident, I must. So option A, report to the police within 24 hours. Option B, report to the hospital and call a fire brigade. Option C, report to the police within 48 hours. So the law says that when you are involved in a car accident, you should report to the police within 24 hours, which makes our correct answer here A. So for number 10, when approaching a narrow bridge, I must pay attention. So the correct answer here is what? Is narrow. The key phrase here is narrow. So you're looking at narrow, right? So what does narrow tell you? Is it height restriction? Is it length restriction? No, it's width restriction. Narrow is associated with what? With width, right? So for number 10, our answer is C. So at a narrow bridge, you give attention to your width. Now number 11, when traveling at 90 kilometers per hour. So this question, as you can see, it is incomplete. So we are not sure what they are trying to ask here. But let me just make sure that I underline. So see, this seems like our key phrase. So so if I'm guessing correctly, this question, what it is trying to ask us is saying, if you are traveling at 90 kilometers per hour, what gap do you leave between your car and the car that is in front of you? Okay, so to answer that question, you need to understand what the law says. The law says that for every 15 kilometers per hour, that you travel at, you're supposed to leave a length of one vehicle. You're supposed to leave a one vehicle length for every 15 kilometers per hour. But so if one vehicle for 15 kilometers per hour, what about 90 kilometers? So to find the correct answer for this question, you just need to say 90 divided by 15, right? So 90 divided by 15, that will give us 6, right? 6. So correct me if my math is wrong, but I think the answer here is 6. 90 divided by 15, yes, it's 6. Okay, number 12. I must dip my headlamps when. So dip my headlamps. So this is a very, very famous question. You need to know the conditions and the steps that are required by the law that you dip your headlamps. So to explain more on this question, you are required to dip your headlamps firstly when you are traveling in a well-lit street. There are street lights that are on the road, so the road is pretty well lit up. Okay, so yeah, you can dip your headlamps there. Also, when you're traveling behind another vehicle, you're also required to dip your headlamps. Yes, because it may if your lights are on full beam, it may distract the car that you are the traffic that you're following. So first of all, in a well lit street. Secondly, when you're following traffic. Now let's look at our answers. I may dip my headlamps when approaching a railway level crossing. No. Driving in a well lit street, that is just what we talked about, right? So definitely this seems to be our correct answer. So let me make sure that I just highlight it like this. Let's look at C, approaching an urban area. No. So number 13, this sign indicates. So as you can see, this sign, this is a cross. This is a railroad crossing. As you can see, it is written. So this answer is what is very, very simple. So this is a railway level crossing. Okay, so let me just highlight that. So our correct answer for number 13 is B. Now let's take number 14. In rural areas where traffic is not controlled, I must give precedence to traffic. So let's get our answers. Approaching from the right on the from the road on the left. Let me read that again. Approaching from the road on the left, approaching from the road on the right. So this one is incomplete, but for us just to finish it off, I'm just going to assume that they wanted to say approaching from the road on the right. Okay, so C, traffic already in the intersection regardless of which side it comes from. So our key phrase here is rural. Okay, so rural is our keyword here. So you need to understand that the road rules in rural areas and in urban areas are very different. Okay, so in rural areas, the law says you give the right of way to the car that is already entered the intersection, irregardless of which side it may come from. So then this makes the correct answer for number 14. Traffic already in the intersection, regardless of which side it may come from. So this is our correct answer for this question. So let me just highlight it like this. Now for number 15, insignia of a danger warning sign. So this is we are looking at what for a danger warning sign. What is a danger warning sign? Is it a triangle, is it a circle, is it or a rectangle? So for number 15, you need to know that you need to know the five shapes or 5 classes of road signs in Zimbabwe. So I'm just going to talk about the 3. The most popular one, we have the informative, then we have the regulatory, then we have danger warning sign. Okay, danger warning signs. So for danger warning signs, they are triangle. For the regulatory they are circular. For the informative, they are rectangular. So this is informative, regulatory, danger warning. Okay, so for the danger warning is A. So if another question may come and ask you, what is the insignia of an informative? Informative is a regulatory, right? For a what is the insignia for regulatory sign? It's a circle. So I really hope you got that. Number 15, at a robot controlled intersection, when you have stopped over a pedestrian crossing line, what do you do? And let me take that again. At a robot controlled intersection, when you have stopped over pedestrian crossing line, what do? You decide to carry on, do you reverse the vehicle, or you stay where you are? So this question is saying that you're at a robot controlled intersection, but instead of you parking your car, or instead of you stopping, remove the parking, stopping. Instead of you stopping before the pedestrian crossing line, you have stopped over it. Okay, well, I'm not supposed to be highlight this one. Key phrases I'm supposed to underline, so let me underline. So you have stopped over it, not stopped before it. So what do you do in that case? Do you decide to carry on and move forward, or you reverse the vehicle so that you don't obstruct the cars, because the cars that are moving there at the intersection, the cars that are crossing the intersection, or you stay where you are? What do you think? What do you think, guys? The answer is C. You stay where you are, because it is dangerous to go forward, it is dangerous to reverse. Okay, so it is just best to stay where you are. If you go forward, probably you are not the one with the right of way, because you're supposed to stop. It means that you don't have the right of way, or the robot is red on your side. But if so, that would be more dangerous. But if you decide to reverse your vehicle, remember there are traffic that is following you, so you don't know the distance between the rear of your car and the front of the car that is behind you. So you might reverse your vehicle and hit the bumper of the car that is behind you. So what do? You just stay where you are. Number 17, a heavy vehicle may not tow more than. So looking at a heavy vehicle here, so how many trailers is a heavy vehicle allowed by the law to tow. I keep on highlighting, but I should be underlining, so let me just underline here. So you should not tow more than, for number 17, is it 1 trailer, 2 trailers, or 3 trailers? It's 3 trailers. So every vehicle is not allowed to tow more than 3 trailers. Okay, so for number 18, in which circumstances should proceed? Or these questions are treated wrong. It should read, in which circumstances should one proceed? Okay, A, when there is no approaching vehicle. B, when the road is clear on the right. When the green arrow is illuminated. So for this one, as you can see that the question is very vague, and it's very hard to understand, but for the reason of this video, and because I've seen questions that are asked this way, so that I can relate that this question is supposed to end like this. So this is how the question is supposed to end. So the question is supposed to say, in which circumstances should one proceed against a red robot? So you can add against a red robot here. Okay, so when do you proceed against a red robot? Is it when there is no approaching vehicle, especially at night? There is no approaching vehicle and you are the only one at the intersection. Should you proceed? Definitely not. If the light is red on your side, you stay there irrespective of whoever is on the road. If there is no one, you stay there. If the light is red, you stop. It doesn't matter what time it is. Okay, when the road is clear on the right, so let's say there is nobody on the right, but the light is still red, should you stop or should you go? Definitely you stop. Okay, now let's see when the green arrow is illuminated. So this is what the law says. It said that cars at a robot controlled intersection, cars may filter or cars may proceed against a red robot if the red robot is in conjunction with a green arrow that is pointing in the direction of their travel. Okay, so if the green arrow is pointing straightwards, it means that cars going straight may filter against the red robot. So our correct answer for number 18 is C. I really hope you got that. I tried my best to explain this one. Now let's look at number 19. Which car must stop? So these are car diagrams, guys. You need to be very aware with them. So they need to be on your fingertips. Which cars? So looking at this one, you can easily see that the car that it should stop is car A. Why is that? Because we are using the first Zimbabwean road rule. What does it say? It says that keep all left and give the right of way to the car that is approaching from your right. So as you can see that car B is approaching from the right of car A, right? So if car B is on the right of A, it means that car B has the right of way, and car A gives the right of way. So this one is the car that should stop. So let me just underline here. Also, another thing that you need to be very aware of is that the question may say which car should stop. The question may say which car should give the right of way. That's two things that are that are the same. Which car should go last is also which car should stop. Yeah. Okay. So the first question I say which car is the right of way. Which car is to go first. Also, the question here might also ask which car is breaking the law. So you need to be very familiar with how they ask questions. Okay, so which car should stop? It is car A. Which car is breaking the law? It is car A. Which car is the last to go? It is car A. Now, which car has the right of way? Car B. Which car gives the right of way? Car A. Okay, now which car? I think I've exhausted all the questions. If I am to remember some, I will tell you guys. Now number 20, which car stops? We have A and B. Now we can cancel C here because we know that C is incorrect and is not available here. So we are left with option A and B. So which car should stop? As you can see from this one, car B and car A. So which car should stop? For this one, we have to say it is car B. Why? Because car B is giving the right of way to car A, which is what on its right. As you can see that car A is on the right of car B. Car A is on the right of car B. You can imagine the driver standing over here and is looking on his right shoulder and is seeing another driving sitting over here in this car A. So car B driver will see car A approaching. So he's the one that is to stop here. So which car should stop? It is car B, because it is giving the right of way to the car that is on its right, which is car B, which is car A. Car A. So number 21, which car is the right of way in this circle? So we are looking at this one. For number 21, as you can see that car A is already in the intersection, is already circulating. So by the way, these are roundabout. Another thing that you need to be aware when you're looking at questions pertaining to a roundabout is that cars already circulating at the right of way. So which car has the right of way? It is car A only. Okay. Now number 22, which car moves last at the intersection? So we have three cars here: car A, car B, and car C. Okay, so car C, as you can see, it gives the right of way to car A because car A is on its right. Car A gives the right of way to car B because car B is on its right. So which car moves last at the intersection? As you can see, we start off with car A, then followed by car B, then lastly is car C. So for number 22, our correct answer is car C, which is option A. For number 23, which car breaks the law? So as you can see that car A is under a restriction sign. It is facing a giveaway sign. So definitely, if the question says which car is breaking the law, definitely that is the car that is breaking the law. If that car is to move forward ahead of car B, then definitely that car is breaking the law. Giveaway sign, it means that the car has to give way, right? So which car is breaking the law? Is car A. Now number 24, which car goes last? So we have these questions. Now let's look at this one. Car B is under a restriction sign, car A and car C. So car B is the one that is under a restriction sign. So if you see that we are looking at the car that goes last here, just seeing that only, it will tell us that car B is the one that will go last as pertaining to these three cars. So which car goes last? It is car B because it is what facing a giveaway sign. So for number 24, our correct answer is what? Is B. Number 25, when facing a road robot with illuminated straight ahead green arrow army. So this one, I've already explained it. I hope you're listening. So it should be very, very easy for you to get the answer for this one. So let me read it again. When facing a red robot, so you're facing a red robot with an illuminated straight ahead green arrow. I may A, proceed straight ahead. B, turn right should, as I wish, do not proceed. So like I said earlier, I think it was question 18. I don't know why they repeated this question, but anyways, let's just see. When you're facing a red robot, if there is a green arrow illuminated, it means that you may proceed straight ahead. You may filter if you are going straight ahead. So the correct answer for number 25 is what? Is A. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this question. If you have any questions, please write in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. So for now, thank you so much. Please make sure that you subscribe also to this channel I'll be making regular videos like this so that you can go and pass your provisional driver's license. Ideally, you can also do it. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Goodbye.